All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect brethren out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And the 1/3 in the women, which consists of the women and the children, are the part of the 1/3 who are going to be saved as well. In this times when we're living in the last days, the last seconds, the last moments of this very life we live in America, and this captivity, our last captivity in Babylon. Okay, the daughter of Babylon. Say Bahashem Rakar Kadash, and what I'm going to go over a lesson about order. Keeping the order at camp. Because sometimes brothers, well, speaking for myself, first and foremost, we tend to do things that are out of order, say things that are out of order, which sometimes you don't know that you're doing it, but you're doing it, and it looks a certain way after the fact. Okay, because we've learned to keep order through our elders and apostles at Great Millstone. We learn to keep order in a world full of chaos. We learn to keep order. Okay, and we learn how to act. Being around like-minded people, we know how to act accordingly. How to be in order. You know what I'm saying? It sometimes is a hard thing to do. Keep order. When you want to say certain things and do certain things, but you have to keep order within yourself. You don't want to do things that might affect another brother, physically, mentally. This is got a first scripture, 1 Corinthians 14:40. It says, "Let all things be done decently and in order." Yeah, so everything we do, it should be done decently, and it should be done in order. Because when we're lining up on the highways and the byways, we're in order. And on the line, and that's order. Okay, you got the speaker, you got the reader that's reading for the speaker. You might have two readers. Okay, and then you have people, the brothers who hold signs. You got brother who's recording the recording camp. You got brothers who brothers are standing on the outside, listening, taking notes, observing. They're observing the order that you're keeping. That you're trying to display. You got brothers who hold signs. You got brothers who are waiting to get precepts. Or brothers who just came in who are trying to get filled in with the spirit of what's going on. You don't see brothers just coming in and started speaking and reading out of nowhere. Because it's order. and you have to stay focused when you're out on the highways and the byways. You have to stay focused on the particular task that you're doing. Because out there's a lot of distractions. Okay, speaking just for myself, I can get distracted. Well, whether it be Satan show you a nice woman or whatever, you can't get her off your mind. You want to hop down. You gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in tune with the spirit, especially if you're reading for a speaker. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be on tune with what the speaker is talking about. They bring the precepts out. Okay, you gotta be on point that way. And every position that a brother is doing at camp, they're doing it with all their might. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it to the utmost ability. They're taking the initiative and being they're being within being circumspect. Just like we do it to our might. Especially you just got a brother holding post. He has to actually look, check people out. Excuse me. He has to look and check people out. You know what I'm saying? You have to check people out, whether they be trying to cause confusion within the camp, or if someone's taking pictures, they have to tell them to stop taking pictures. Okay, keep guard, so to speak, protecting brothers. Seeing what's coming before it happens. That takes that takes initiative. You got to be circumspect when you're doing that. Okay, and it takes practice. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little focus in this order. And it switches all the time. It switches. So you might be at one position starting camp, and then the spirit moves where you're doing something else, but before the camp ends. This is the book of Romans 12:4. It says, "For as we have many members in one body, and all," it says, "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office." So yeah, in this body, we're all members consistent in this body. You know what I'm saying? We all have a different office. Okay, you have brothers who speak more than often. Got brothers who read more than often, who pull precepts. Who are posting, who are holding posts more than often. That's their lot for that particular time and season. Everything's seasonal. You got a brother who's good with the camera, knows how to move the camera for when a brother's speaking. Whichever brother's speaking, he knows how to quickly shift the camera on that person. Okay, switch off the batteries. You know what I'm saying? Keep the camera plugged in. We're all members in the body. We're maximizing the potential to get the best thing out of it. At camp. That spiritual, whatever position that brother's doing. Like for instance, a speaker. You should know at camp the speaker. When you're a speaker, you're basically like the point guard. During basketball, you got the point guard. He surveillances the floor. He takes the ball, the center passes it to the point guard. He runs it up the court. He's seeing who's open. He's seeing who's got what's the best opportunity to score. That's what the speaker's doing, man. You telling brothers, hey, get this precept. You speaking about this so other brothers can think about other precepts to bring out to read. When you're a speaker, you're in charge. You have to act as such. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that the floor is on the ball is in your court. It's all on you when you're the speaker. You know what I'm saying? You let brothers get their points in. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like to make their points and add on to what you're saying, which is beautiful. But you have to stick on the same topic of what you were talking about. And let brothers know if the spirit shifts. Hey, we're gonna bring the prophecies out. Okay, but it's all in your hands. When you're speaking, when you're the speaker. This is verse 5. It says, "So we, being many, are one body in Mashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophesy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of the faith." Time. Because whether the portion of the faith, it really plays out on what lot you are. Whether you're a young brother, of course, you're going to either be recording, like, my testimony, I started off just recording. Not bringing out, not speaking, really, just recording. So, hey, get good at recording, brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Then, hey, something happens where, hey, you're out there pulling precepts now. So, again, you're getting familiar with how it works, being out on the highways and the byways, building you up. So then you can be versatile at different things. You don't want to just be assigned when you get to camp. You know what you're going to be doing. I'm just going to be doing this. So that's all I'm focused on right now. Then it takes away from the spirituality of it, the body of it, contributing to the body. You shouldn't just get in that, oh, I'm doing this. I'm holding signs. I know I'm going to hold signs today, so I ain't really got to do nothing. And that's not the type of mentality to be in. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all one body. We're all supposed to be functioning on one accord, and moving well, within each other, moving in sync, so to speak, you know. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 1:26. It says, how is it then, brethren? Well, yeah, because I got the verse in 40 earlier. It's 26. It says, 1 Corinthians 14:26 says, how is it then, brethren, when you come together, every one of you it's like it hath a song, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying kind. Because with all we're doing, we're doing it to edify. Like the scriptures say in Matthew 22, how we're really out there for the elect. We're out there for our people, but we're really out there for the elect, to bid them to the marriage. That marriage, talking about bid them to the fold, bid them to this thing we got going through the Spirit, through the graces of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, compelling them to come into this thing. And we have to do it by edifying. Not feeling in one type of emotion, and when you get to camp, you're trying to spew your emotions out just because you feel that way throughout the day or throughout the week. Your mom, your parents pissed you off, okay? Your girlfriend, your wife, woman pissed you off, or your job, something happened, so you just want to rant at camp about it and bring precepts out about it. No, man, you're supposed to stick to the topic at hand, okay? You don't want to wing it. You know what I'm saying? You want to stick to what you've been learning. Prophesying, World War III, the microchip, the mark of the beast, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just go out there and speak out of your own heart or your own mind, just because that's what you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Then it's hard to follow, in the spirit. You don't want to be jumping every second, every moment. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring out things that are edifying, because first and foremost, I'm talking to myself too. Okay, I'm talking firstly, because I fell into habits of doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you check yourself with that. You can't do everything. You can't hold the signs. You can't speak. You can't read. You can't edify Jake. You have to choose what you're gonna do. Well, you have to do what you're gonna do, and then just do that, and then things will shift, man. You might it might happen where you're edifying a Jake before the camera gets rolling. Then you got to go off the spirit. Make sure you have, things that you would like to talk about at first. You know what I'm saying? That you would like to bring out. Okay. To put on, to be edifying. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just wing it. You might just see a Jake who's asking and the camera's not even rolling. Then you got to scramble and bring out precepts for him. And then we go through the spirit like that. See what I'm saying? It's not always going to be set or what's going to happen when you get to camp, man. You might get to camp and things might, you might not even, that spot for camp might not even be available. So you might get thrown off in the spirit and move somewhere else down further than the camp or so. So you always got to be in that spirit of where, anything can happen, and whatever happens, I got to, make sure you're still focused on what you're doing. Like I said, first and foremost, speaking for me, so remember order at camp. You know what I'm saying? Keep the order at camp. Stay solid as a soldier for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Hey, with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect brethren out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And shalom.